I train with monsters, you know, like literally monsters. When we train, we fight. That's the professional MMA room. Jiu-Jitsu classes and the everyday person who wants to train, they're not involved in that kind of training. It's not for everybody, but there's numerous UFC fighters on our team, some of the best fighters in the world, and just guys that people don't even really hear about that are complete freaks, you know. So training with my team gives me such confidence, because I always say preparation builds confidence, and I believe every single one of my guys that I train with are complete killers. You know, like these guys, they come to fight, and you know, when you watch us train, you think we hate each other, but everybody's just so good that you always have to stay in shape, you always have to stay sparring hard, and you know, I feel we have the best team in the world, you know, and guys from all over the world come to train with us, and I'm just very fortunate and humble in that aspect that I get to train with so many great people. Of course, all my guys I train with all the time. Adam Hughes, real tough guy, we know Adam. I train with Kyle, and I've been training with Bobby Walder a lot. He's a tall guy, very tough boxer, man, big, 220, about 6'3". Well, just my OCBJJ guys here, and then at Ricardo's I get a lot of rounds in with Sapo, Chris McRae, Chris is so tough, man. You know, Chris is really tough. Chris Ligori, everybody. You know, I don't really train much with Frankie because there's a huge weight difference, but you know, I get to, you know, I'm around him all the time, and Professor Ricardo. You know, the list goes on and on. Holes Gracie. You know, I could sit here and tell you great names forever, but everybody I train with is really tough. Basically, everybody has fought at a high level before, and if they haven't, you know, they're ready to. Like I said, even the guys here that people, you know, don't necessarily know about yet, like Bobby Walder's hands are some of the best hands that I've felt. You know, the kid hits like a truck. You know, so I'm confident that he could go into Ring of Combat, you know, 2 weeks from now and actually do very well. Before every fight, I look at my opponent as a monster, you know, and my teammates laugh at me sometimes because I'm very concerned with each one of my opponents, but it's actually annoying. You know, I think about my opponent way too much. They're in my mind. I wake up thinking about them. I go to bed thinking about them. They fill my conscience, you know, and it's like that for every opponent. It's like doesn't matter who I'm fighting. I make sure I create that person to be a monster, because I feel that makes me push myself harder. That makes me train harder. On the days I don't want to train, I think of my opponent training harder than me, and that's something that I really can't. I don't like that feeling. You know, it really bothers me. So it's definitely. I'm uneasy all the time because I'm constantly thinking about maybe they could be doing more than I'm doing, and I'm very concerned with the things that they're good at. But it seems like the closer the fight gets, the less and less concerned I am with them. And come weigh-in day, when I wake up, I feel untouchable. You know, I'll fight any man, I fear no man. And come the day of the fight, I feel even better. You know, I'm happy, I'm calm. I don't want to, you know, I don't look at it as, oh, I'm going to hurt this guy, I'm going to kill this guy. You know, I like to keep my mind, stay very calm, peaceful. It's funny, probably I'm the most peaceful that I am fight night. You know, I feel very happy, and I think there's nowhere other place I'd rather be than in that cage. So I think me prepping them to be a monster is definitely something that I do to get myself up to train harder, because like I said, come weigh-in day and fight day, I'm the monster. They're not the monster anymore.
Speaking of that weighing in, what's your walking around weight?
Walk around between 215 and 220, but I'm on a pretty strict diet right now. It's not going to be too bad of a cut.
How's that diet been affecting you?
Good. I feel great. You know, I feel really good. I know I say this for every fight, but I feel better than ever. But I feel this is the first fight to where everything's coming together at the right time. Like this week, I just feel everything's clicking. And I couldn't be happier with my progress. And of course, diet probably has, you know, something to do with that.
What have you been doing specifically?
For the diet?
Yeah.
You got to talk to my nutritionist, man. Some things are secrets.
Who's your nutritionist? Quick plug.
Corey Cooper Smith and Mike Termini. You know, it's just clean eating. You know, like switching my carbs around, certain carbs at certain times. You know, what are the good carbs? What are the bad carbs? You know, my pre-workout routine, my post-workout routine. So you know, it's not rocket science. I mean, people want to eat clean. You know how. I got woken up. A police officer came to my house at 3:30 in the morning. Said our plaza was on fire. I showed up. Our whole store was filled with smoke. You know, it was Thank God it's okay. Like, it was such a nightmare. I thought it was just burning down, but the tanning salon next to us, their sign caught on fire, and it just filled us with smoke, but like nothing, no damage at all. You know, Serve Pro, Tom's River, they really took care of everything. You know, very thankful for them. And tanning salon is actually moving over a store, so we're actually taking their old store. So we're gonna have 6,000 square feet, fitness classes, yoga classes, cardio, kickboxing, striking, of course our jiu-jitsu, 4 bathrooms, change room for men and women. It's really like, I think it's gonna be like anything you need is gonna be here, and that was always my dream. And now I think it's really time to get after it. You know, it's here. Like within a month, we're gonna be up and running. We're gonna be going. Brian Blue from All Star Sports Academy, my strength and conditioning coach, will probably be here teaching some, you know, strength and conditioning classes, fitness classes. We're gonna have classes for women, and these are guaranteed results. You know what I mean? Like this is something that if you stick with it, if you come with it, you're gonna get results 100%.
And soon you're going to take over the entire plaza.
Take over the entire plaza would be ideal. You know, one step at a time. Hopefully it's in God's plan.
Lastly, and simply, tell us why you fight.
That's funny. Why do I fight? I don't know why I fight. I ask myself that every day. I'm a competitor, man, and I fought a lot this last year and a half, and I can't get away from it. I can't get enough. I love the fight. I enjoy the fight more so than leading up to the fight, and more so than after the fight. After the fight, I have a huge adrenaline dump. I'm never happy with my performance. You could ask the people closest around me. My last fight, I was in tears after I fought David because I didn't finish the fight. My fight before that against Mike Stewart, although I knocked him out in the first round, I got taken down, so I was extremely upset. You know, it's like nothing's ever good enough, but in the fight, there's nothing better. You know, like you're tired, it's hard to hold up your hands. You're looking across at the guy that you know is a professional that trained to beat you, and you know you're really forced to see what you're made of. You know, when you look at a fight like Frankie Edgar had against Gray Maynard, his 2 fights where he was down and out in the first round, and you know that's something that you can't make up. Like, that's a fairy tale right there. To me, like, that's the best thing. Like, I'll be fortunate, like, if I ever could be in a fight like that. Not saying I'll react the same way Frankie did, but I don't think many people out there could. But I admire him for that, and hopefully I would react that way. Hopefully I don't get put in that position to where I have to react that way. But, you know, it's just something that I think all fighters look at with such admiration and respect. And I think being in the fight, you know, when you hear that cage door clink, you know, you look around at the stands, and in my mind, I'm saying, I feel sorry for you guys that are cheering, you know, because I'm in the best seat in the house. You know, I'm in the cage. There's nowhere better. Win, lose, or draw, I'm putting it on the line. But leading up to the fight, I'm always saying to myself, like, what the hell am I doing this for? You know, life could be so easy. I have a nice, beautiful, big school. My family, I should just teach. But, you know, when it comes down to this is who I am. You know, and this is what I'm supposed to do. I feel this is my calling. God wants me to do this, and not that God wants me to beat people up, but I think the more you accomplish, the more people listen. You know, and I think I have a lot to say, and I think I could help people through jiu-jitsu, through my academy, and if fighting and competing, even if I lose, them seeing my heart brings them through the door, then it's all worth it at the end of the day.
Nice. I think that's it.